Okay, let's go over this again. Okay, so in my last video, I gave a interpretation of the symbolism with getting this rose tattoo covering up an older tattoo, that tattoo being of a face of a character that calls itself Blueface. So here's that same character, Christian Rock, who just got the rose tattoo. This is before the rose tattoo. This is the face. This is this character here. This is Blueface. So it got a tattoo of its supposed baby daddy, Blueface, on its throat. So let me just go over the symbolism of that. Blueface and the throat. So if you're blue in the face, and how that collaborates with the throat would be a lack of air, a lack of oxygen. You can't breathe. Okay? You're dead. Blue in the face, lack of oxygen, no air. Baby, tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. And the reason why I say supposed, okay, Christian Rock got a tattoo of its supposed baby daddy, is because of this image here. I mean, there's other ways to tell, but for me, the way that I've learned this stuff is through symbolism. This image right here is from TMZ's website, so you know it was purposefully selected. And the reason why it was purposefully selected is because of the symbolism that it's displaying. This is Freemasonry. Bearing of the one breast. This is to show that you are not a woman. This is the bearing of the breast. Venus Pudica, where Freemasonry and Venus and all that art stuff overlap, is with the covering of the one breast. Because you can't cover one without leaving the other one bare. So they try to confuse people with that language. They'll try to use Venus Pudica as opposed to Freemasonry bearing of the one breast. For example, like what I showed with that video with Janet Jackson, now they're saying Janet Jackson covered its breast. But it's still the same interpretation, because if you're only covering one breast, then you're still leaving the other breast bare. And they know that. They're playing both sides just to confuse you, just to confuse the masses, and just to mock the masses, really. So this is a male, clearly visible through symbolism as the Venus Pudica Freemasonry bearing at the one breast. So if this is a male, then there's no way, absolutely no way, that this thing is carrying a child. So this is, you know, propaganda. It's completely fictitious. So again, this thing got a rose tattoo to cover up the image of its supposed baby daddy, Blueface. So a rose and Blueface. It rose from Blueface, from the face of the blue. And that's synonymous with the abyss. Or I can use my other interpretation, where Blueface is dead, right? You're not breathing, lack of oxygen, you're blue in the face. So if it rose from blue in the face, then that means it rises from the dead. And that's another recurring pattern. You know, if you've seen the OA, they talk about NDEs, near-death experiences, but when they have these experiences, they meet some entity, and then that's where some covenant is established. Okay? So, Christian Rock rose from the face of the blue. And that's just like a reoccurring theme that's being presented through these characters. So I'm going to show you this image here. This is Rihanna and its supposed baby daddy. I can't remember this character's name. I think it might be Travis Scott. Maybe, I'm not sure. But anyway, the symbolism here is the same. Here is this body of water, the swimming pool, acting as the face of the blue face, the abyss. Here's your roses, a bouquet of roses. And this character's has the last name of Rock. Here's your rock, your rocker, a rocking chair. This character also has two names as its first name, Chris and Sean. So it's 2 in 1. So here it is, a 2 in 1. There's two heads, and then there's just one, symbolic body. So these images are expressing the same symbolically. That being that it rose from the blue face. See, it rose from the blue face. It rose from the face of the blue. It rose from the abyss.